What's up, guys? What's going on? Alright, this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be the last segment to building the 2jz. I'm gonna kind of fast forward a bit through this video because I kind of really want to, button up the motor with, all the little bells and whistles. I got an order in from Driftworks. And this is all the little bits and pieces that I was missing from the motor to actually, just get everything together on the motor. Because once everything is together on the motor, then, it's time to go out there to the Competition M3 and, start working this motor into the car. So, what I got, from Drift Motion was this Fluidine dampener, which is actually a really pretty piece. Let's see if I could open this up here. I got come with installation instructions. Look like a nice little letter. But yeah, this is the Fluidine dampener, and just a nice trick piece. Some of you guys know what that's all about. Some of you don't. Then just the tensioner, a couple little miscellaneous stuff that I was missing. As you see, the motor, I got the other studs, but I was missing one, so got another stud for that. I got I got to put the washer on here, then tighten this up, bottleneck here. And then I got the new washer for here. Tighten that up because the entire motor got new washers. I already tapped. This is the oil return. That's going to be the oil return. Come around the other side, and I've already installed the relocation kit, the oil filter relocation kit. So we got the oil cooler, and it'll make it a lot easier to service the oil with it being mounted down here versus mounted here once it's in the car. So you got I got a new gasket for this sensor that goes here, and just pretty much all the other little bells and whistles. I'm still missing my VVTi solenoid that goes there, but that could always go in any time, so there's no rush on that. But yeah, let's jump into this because the plan is by the end of this video is to have that bad boy and that bad boy sitting on the engine. A lot of work ahead. All right, guys. For some of you guys that don't know, you do have to either rebuild your VVTi gear, because these motors have been sitting down for roughly, 20 years now. You either got to rebuild it or you got to send it out to get rebuilt. If you send it out to get rebuilt, there's a company, I think it's called Nighthawk or something like that. They rebuild it for about $120, and they could also, change the color. But if you rebuild it yourself, all you need to do is get the new gasket, which was like, I think $11 or something, and just do it yourself. The only thing is you got to make sure that you put the gear back exactly how you get it off. So I actually marked this particular hole here, and I marked right there on the gear. And, I'm just going to place that over on the side. And this is the old ring, and this thing is like dry rot. It's super thinned out. So I just want to clean out the entire area of which this has been sitting, replace the new one in there, and then drop it back on exactly how you got it, and then just torque down these bolts, which I believe is like 7 inch-pounds, something like that. Basically hand tight them back. All right, guys, so hasn't been long, probably like 40 minutes later or whatever. Got all the studs on, and I just wanted to show you guys this manifold before I wrap it up, because with an attempt to actually keep the heat down under the engine bay. I do have some wrap that I am going to attempt to wrap this with. I don't know. Maybe I might change my mind and tear it off. But got one gear. About to get the other gear on now and start wrapping that up. Alright guys, so the gaskets were on the valve cover, and I ran into a very, very, very unfortunate situation. I was torquing this thing down to specs, which was 49 inch-pounds, and when I was tightening this other bolt on this side, all I heard was crack. Valve cover crack. Now I got to get another valve cover, and I'm going to have to paint it again, because I don't know if this could even be repaired. I'm going to find out if it could be repaired, but that sucks. That's unfortunate. But I'm going to just keep going with everything else that I could do. I'll figure this out. Alright guys, so last night it got pretty late. I was up, I don't know, till about 3 a.m. working on a JZ motor, and I ran into a couple roadblocks, and yeah, I was just done after that. Let me show you guys, what's going on, what changes I'm gonna have to make. So one of the big issues that I ran into, which I'm a little upset about, because I just put this oil relocation kit on, and this is the motor mount kit from TDR. So in order for this to mount up, the mount doesn't go up, because I guess TDR didn't take into consideration that you might have an OEM oil cooler. So I had actually already took off this adapter plate for the relocation kit to see if it was going to work if I took this off, but it doesn't work with that off. Now I have to completely remove and delete this oil cooler kit, and I'm going to have to run a front mount oil cooler. So more money spent. Have to get rid of that. Gonna have to cut this, get this welded and tapped, because I'm not gonna need this neck to be all the way down here anymore. This hole, don't need this hole, don't need that welded. These two provisions, I'm gonna need those welded, because I don't need those. I don't need any of those anymore. And the other one of the other issues I ran into, well, not really an issue, but my power steering pump. Power steering pump is really ugly. It's like rusty and just dirty. And then my AC compressor is rusty, dirty, and it sounds like shit. So I can only imagine when, the belts start turning that, it's gonna sound like crap. So I have to figure out, I either gotta rebuild this and clean it up, or get a new one. All that goes over here on this side, so that's why I wasn't able to finish putting all the pulleys in and put the covers on the belt. And of course, this big mess. So everything on these JZ motors are ridiculously expensive. But I got a good friend, Jay, up in M&S Performance up in New York, and he's gonna weld this back for me. He's gonna, I'm gonna mail it up there. He's gonna weld it up. I'll get a new one back, because a pair of these are about $700 used for a pair, and no one is even really selling them. So, that's just one other big issue. But I mean, the mount's on. The exhaust manifold is on. It's all bolted down. I have to go get an extra bolt, because I don't know where the other bolt is. But I mean, that's it. I'm gonna take this off, mail this off, and we'll be back. I'm back about, I don't know, it's like 3 weeks later, and I got a box. It's always nice when I got boxes, when I got packages, but this is all about the Jay-Z bill. So let's see what's in this box. They're heavy, so must be something good, right? This one. All right, in this box, got my intake. I'm gonna go over that with you guys, but what I really want to go over first with you guys is I got my valve cover back. So, as you guys know, this valve cover did crack when I was torquing it down to the motor, but it's back. It's nice and welded. Also welded inside, so it's even stronger. It's even stronger than it was before. And I just want to shout out my good friend for years. I've known him since, you know, I was a junior when I first had my first RSX years ago in turbo. That Jay Bow, he's up in he runs Empire Performance up in New York, and I mean, he's the man. That's it. Simple, plain and simple. He's the man. I'm down here in Atlanta, you know. Currently, you know, I'm living in Atlanta, from New York. New York is where my stomping ground. That's where all my friends is. That's where everybody I know, all the shops, all the businesses, everybody I know and everybody I connect with. Well, I was down here, and, you know, I called a couple shops down here and spoke to a couple people. Either they didn't have confidence in themselves, or they just said that, hey, listen, it can't be done. And they just, you know, they shut it down. And they're not on it down here in Atlanta like they on it in New York. I still love my New Yorkers. I'm still a New Yorker. I just live down here because I got more space and a bigger house. And that's always good. But anyway, you know, shout out to Jay. He did do my, he actually did my exhaust. He did a nice custom exhaust back in the day when I had my Porsche, when I had a 911. And that thing was awesome. If I could find a clip, I'll throw it in this video so you guys can show, so I can show you guys that GT3 setup that he did for my Porsche. But anyway, enough about that. It's back. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a can of paint, a can of this wrinkle red. I'm just gonna, you know, recoat this and stuff, make it nice again before I get it on the motor. I also sent him up my intake. And the reason why I sent him my intake is because he actually welded on this flange. He welded this flange on here for me. And he actually ported this. He ported the whole inlet as well. Like it's a nice port job that he did. Opened this all up for me. And the reason why I'm running this particular adapter is because I'm going to be running, I think it's the FA20 throttle body. It's drive-by-wire throttle body. I don't like drive-by cables because I have a bad experience with drive-by cables. I know everybody usually run their 2jz's on drive-by cables, but I don't like drive-by cables, and that's why the race car, that ain't drive-by cable either. That's drive-by wire. I prefer drive-by wire, so I'm going to be running the FA20 throttle body on this. The FA20 is another Toyota body, throttle body. I think it's about 85 millimeter, and it comes off of the Scion. I believe it comes off of the Scion. But when I do get that piece, I'm going to go over that with you guys as well. So now I can get my intake finally on. You get the valve cover on. Let's see what's in the other box. UPS man came through clutch today. He always comes through clutch. That's why I had to take care of my UPS man during the holidays. Had to hook him up a little bit because he the man. Alright, this one is heavy. So, let's tear the box up a little bit. I don't even know if it's the same thing, but it seems a lot bigger. But anyway, this is a new AC pump, AC compressor. You know, as you can see, Nice brand new fresh AC compressor. And the reason why I got a new one is because the old one, which is extremely dirty, and I don't like to get my hands dirty, so let's just put these gloves on real quick. I hate getting my hands dirty. Mechanic work is not my trade. It's just a hobby. Finance is my thing. Anyway, this is the old AC compressor, and I mean, if you listen to it, yeah, the bearing is pretty much shot in there. I mean, I personally, I don't want to run it. It looks like shit. You know, it's rusty. It looks like shit. The new one, you know, these things are like night and day. Brand new, brand old. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all the same thing. Make sure. Yeah, all the same stuff. I gotta have AC inside the other M3, inside the 2jz M3. I don't got no AC inside the race car right now in the turbo M3, but it's okay. You can't have it all, right? So let me show you guys what's going on with the JZ. So beautiful. You know, new gaskets. I got new gaskets here, gaskets in there. You know, that's on. The mount's on. I'm gonna get a hose to connect this because I'm not gonna be running this cooling line anymore. It's gonna just connect it right back to here to the block, and I'll have because I'm not gonna be running the factory cooling oil filter area. I'm gonna be running a sandwich plate and run the front mount, cooler, oil cooler. But yeah, you know, it's sexy. It's just sexy sitting on the stand. You know, this is all mounted, manifold all mounted and stuff. But almost there, you know, almost there. Mount on this side, almost there. You know, once I get now that I have the AC compressor, the new one, now I can put the power steering pump and put the rest of put the other belt on, put the other pulley on here, and go forward. So let's get it. All right, guys, so second time around, I threw some paint on it. It's not as pretty. It really isn't as pretty, but you know, I want to get past this. I could always redo valve covers anytime, you know, 10 years from now. So whatever, it's painted, it's coated back, you know, with some red. This time around, we didn't crack it. We you know, I torqued it down. Everything is good. I'm very happy with that, because boy, I was heartbroken when it cracked before. But now I already got the plugs in there, some NGK plugs. And what I'm going with, I'm going to be using these SRS Concept 2jz-vvti LQ9 coil pack brackets. So it come with those 3 brackets there. Those 3 brackets, they come with these mounting pieces. And I have here all 6 brand new AC Delco original manufacturer LQ9 coil packs, which I got actually a pretty good deal on these because they were selling for like $300. I bought them about a month ago while they was on sale. Original AC Delco LQ9 packs. Got a heat sink up top. So I got to take off these side mount piece. I already took one off of one of the packs, but I'm going to just take off the rest of these, get those mounted up in there, show you guys what's going on with that. What's up, guys? Got the final piece to this ignition system today in the mail. As you can see, I'm wearing a scarf because, man, nobody told me it was this cold in Georgia, man. It's freaking freezing. I thought I left the cold in New York. But anyway, got the coils, got the mounts by SRS, and This is actually the adapter pieces. Open this up and show you guys. So for your ignition system, you're gonna need these NGK. What is the model number? I think it's like 566 something. Okay, here we go. NGK 58911. These are adapters. So you can make these. That's all it is. Just this little guy. And basically, this plugs into here on the top. Plugs in like that. And then from here, hold on, this camera around. That mount like that. And then here, you see the plug is already in there. And basically, that would just sit down like that. That way, sit down nice and perfect. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all those on. It came with 6 of them. Put all them on. Put all those on. Mount those up. And then you're going to see how beautiful these coil packs look on there. Damn. That's all I'm going to say, right? Coil packs are in LQ9 coil packs. Those look nice and mounted. Guys, as you can see, this thing looks amazing. I do have this here because I still have to torque this down, the crank bolt, to about 260 pounds. Turbo is just, it's just kind of just bolted there right now. The headers is bolted on all the way. The turbo is just like 2 bolts just holding it, just because it just looks so sexy sitting there right there. And it's just so damn big. Intake, still got a lot of work to do on the intake because as you can see, I got tape right here. I'm gonna have to do the fuel. The fuel is next. Ignition is done. Now I have to work on, you know, fuel rail and see what fuel rail I want to go with, what injectors I want to go with. So that's just locked off right now. FA20, Subaru, I think the BRZ throttle body is what I'm going to be going with. I'm going to be ordering up one of those. I'm not sure if I want to go with I think 85 millimeter, or if I'm just going to buy a stock one, which I think is like 75 millimeter. But I mean, for the most part, everything is bolted on. Everything is good to go. It's all timed. The mounts are sitting here. You know, they're adjustable. Obviously not tightened up yet, but got the holes in because I'm not running the OEM oil cooler. So I'm going to be running an external oil cooler, so that's why this is taped off. I'm going to get the Mishimoto. I like the Mishimoto. You guys know I like Mishimoto. Get the Mishimoto sandwich plate, put that on here, and run a front mount oil cooler. Yeah, I mean, this thing, I am going to be running AC, but for right now, the lines are locked off. You know, I had to go with a brand new compressor. I mean, yeah, guys, it's almost there, you know, it's almost time. You know, the motor's looking real good, guys. I mean, come on, we gotta keep that in the picture. It's excuse me, it's looking amazing. But guys, that's it. You know, I'm gonna be doing all those little nicks and knacks on the motor in the coming days, coming weeks. And once I'm finished with that, the next time you guys want to see this video, this motor is going to be in that car on the other side. And I can't wait. I can't wait to, you know, get this mounted in there. Still a lot of work ahead, but gotta, you know, give kudos to the work that has been completed so far. So until next time, guys, I hope you like this video. You know, share it, you know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.